Yes, good morning, Mamukase, Nodwe Kwamakushi, and welcome to African. Let us talk about President Emerson Mnangagwa go to the United States of America. So, outside United General Assembly business, and been confirmed by the minister, Frederick Shaw, who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. To the Zim Live, they says that Minister Shaw regrets Mnangagwa ban from USA Africa Summit. So Mnangagwa remains barred from traveling to US on business of UN Annual General Assembly. And this was Minister here with American President Joe Biden and some American officials. So, as well as Zimbabwean officials. So, Harare, Zimbabwe's Foreign Affairs Minister and President Emerson Mnangagwa's representatives to the just ended US Africa Summit, Frederick Shava, says he regrets the Zimbabwean president was not part of the African leaders ushered in the White House this week by President Joe Biden for the event. Mnangagwa remains barred from traveling to the US on any business outside the UN annual assembly. It's part of a group of security commanders and business persons targeted for the tough restrictions for presiding over rights abuses, high-level corruption, and poor fraud in the troubled country. Since the US slapped its former ally with sanctions in 2001, Zimbabwe has failed to attend the US Africa Summit. So, if you read further, they say that for this year with Mnangagwa deploying his foreign affairs minister to represent him. In a post on his Twitter handle Saturday, Shava hinted the summit opened up avenues for the country on both the political and economic front, but said he regretted his boss was not part of the experience. And this debunks the myth that the sanctions are affecting the nation of Zimbabwe directly, not the intended destination. So you would see that Zimbabwe was represented on this year's US Africa Summit, an improvement in terms of how it is applying its sanctions on the nation, individuals. What is to say, reforms are not very difficult to implement. There are certain reforms which do not need the president's support. If you look on the issue of elections, and make sure that there are free and fair elections in Zimbabwe. If you are elected, then we applaud you. If you are number two, the issue of corruption. The president can actually fight corruption and corruption. He does have the power to do so. He does have the authority to end corruption. That is one of the reasons why he has been put on those sanctions. And he needs to make sure that he ends corruption and make sure that Zimbabwe is put back on the economic recovery path. There will never be an economic recovery path for Zimbabwe without the elimination of sanctions. We have direct corruption, but we don't have direct control over sanctions. So why is that the ZANU-PF people, they're reluctant to implement reforms to end corruption? We have seen ZANU-PF people introducing laws which says if you publish falsehoods, you can go into jail for 20 years. But for those who are committing crimes like corruption, nothing will happen to them. There is no law for those people who are committing crimes like for corruption. We are looting millions and billions, we're siphoning billions out of this country. Corruption should be treasonous. Corruption should be treated as treason itself because you are going against the national interests. So we have not seen any law. So this is it. Lastly, let us talk about why we were represented It depends with the approach this foreign minister used, because if they continue to use the hostile approach, they have to attend who is their own financial institutions. They have everything for themselves to prepare. So sometimes don't be more vindictive. Don't attack the United States of America when they are raising corruption, the end of human rights abuses, at the end of is it in Zimbabwe. I wish to see the Zimbabwean president being included on all global activities and functions, but we wish to see reforms come. We wish to see a better reformed Zimbabwe coming our way. This is it. My name is Ronald Kwama, as well as other broadcasts. Welcome to Africa and beyond.